Have you ever stopped to think about how your body is able to do so much? How it's so active? Well, the secret isn't just in your muscles or your brain. A huge part of it is this brilliant piece of biological engineering, your circulatory system. And today, we're going to look at the tale of two very different designs, one that's pretty simple and one that's, well, a total game changer.
And it all kicks off with a really interesting puzzle. How in the world can one single heart act like two totally different pumps, doing two different jobs at the exact same time? It's a question that really gets to the core of what makes us mammals so different from, say, a fish.
Okay, so first things first. Before we get into the different designs, we gotta understand the fundamental job of any circulatory system. What's its purpose?
I want you to think of it like the most amazing logistics network you can imagine. Its one and only job is to be a nonstop delivery and waste removal service for every single cell in the body. It's constantly dropping off essentials like oxygen and glucose, and then hauling away the trash like carbon dioxide, all day, every day.
All right, now let's take a look at our first design model. It's actually really elegant in its simplicity, and it belongs to our friends, the fish.
So what's so cool about this is that you can trace the entire journey, and it's super straightforward. Blood leaves the simple two-chambered heart, it shoots over to the gills to pick up oxygen, and from there, it just travels directly to the rest of the body in one big, continuous loop. Makes perfect sense, right? Simple, clean.
And for a fish, it is simple, and it's sufficient enough for its needs. But, and this is a big but, this seemingly perfect system has a huge, critical, hidden flaw, a limitation that evolution absolutely had to solve.
And that flaw, that hidden catch, that's what this whole story is really about. It all comes down to a problem with pressure.
That's right. Inside this nice, simple, single loop, there is a massive bottleneck that just slows the whole operation down.
So here's the deal. When blood has to get pushed through those incredibly tiny, delicate capillaries in the gills, the microscopic vessels where all the gas exchange happens, it loses a ton of pressure. It's like a traffic jam. And that means the freshly oxygenated blood now has to ooze its way slowly to the rest of the body.
So if you're evolution, and your goal is to build bigger, faster, more energetic animals, how do you solve this fundamental pressure problem? You can't just crank up the pressure from the start because that would totally shred the delicate gills. So what do you do?
Well, the answer is an absolute evolutionary masterpiece, the double circulatory system, the one that's inside mammals, including you and me.
The entire solution, the whole brilliant idea, is all about this number, 2. Because for every single circuit of the body, our blood passes through the heart twice.
And this, right here, illustrates the solution so perfectly. The blood goes from the heart to the lungs, just like before, to get oxygenated. But, and here is the game-changing difference, instead of going straight to the body from there, it comes back to the heart for a second really powerful push. This creates two totally separate circuits, a nice low-pressure loop to the lungs and a super high-pressure loop for the rest of the body. So, how does this clever bit of rerouting create such a massive advantage? What do we actually gain from this incredible upgrade to our internal plumbing? This table just lays it all out, side by side. Single circulation, one pass through a two-chambered heart, which means you get low pressure to the body. But look at double circulation, 2 passes through a powerful 4-chambered heart. That design strictly separates the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, and this is key, it allows for 2 completely different pressure systems. And this is the real genius of the system. The right side of the heart gives the blood a gentle push over to the lungs, protecting those fragile tissues from getting damaged. Then, once it's full of oxygen, the blood comes back to the left side of the heart, which gives it a massive, powerful pump, sending it out at super high pressure for rapid-fire delivery to every other part of the body. So what's the ultimate payoff for all of this amazing, complex engineering? Well, it really all boils down to one word: efficiency. Look, by keeping the oxygenated blood totally separate, and by giving it that huge pressure boost after it leaves the lungs, our cells get the oxygen and glucose they need for energy way, way faster. This incredibly rapid and efficient delivery is what supports a higher metabolism and lets us live a much more active lifestyle.
So, the next time you go for a run or you climb a flight of stairs and you're not even winded, just take a second to remember what's making it all possible. It's this high-performance engine humming away inside you.
Because here's the real takeaway. The double-loop system isn't just a different design, it's a high-pressure engine that literally unlocked the entire high-energy lifestyle of mammals. It's a true masterpiece of biological efficiency, which, leaves you with one final fascinating question. What could possibly be the next evolutionary step?